Hi everyone, so I've come to share my journal with you today, and this is a 7x5 journal, and it has almost a 2-inch spine, and it's a hard cover. It's been made with a lightweight chipboard, so it's quite sturdy. It has 3 signatures, and I've put some sari silk tabs at the top, and lots of threads that have been left hanging, which of course can be cut off if you don't like them. I've got some sari silk tied around the journal, so I'll just take that off. And what I did on the spine was I took an old table runner, which I've cut down, wrapped it round the spine, and I folded the edges in and stitched it with a machine. I've done a machine stitch. So I'm really pleased with how that came out, and it's got a lovely pretty rose design on there. It is an old table runner, so it has got a couple of tiny little marks on it, but it has been washed. So on the front I've layered some muslin, some tea-dyed paper, a cabinet card which I found on the old design shop, and I've done stitched randomly round the edge, and I've done a little pattern stitch there, used a piece of lace and a crochet doily. So on the inside, this paper is from a paper pad called Country Creations, and it has all these beautiful floral images. So on the inside I made my own library pocket, which I used some really dark tea-dyed paper, and I've stitched around that and put a piece of lace, and then there's just a little tag. So we've got the lovely sari silk at the top. This is an old postcard that I found on the old design shop, and I really love this postcard. I think I'll be printing that out quite a few times. And I've backed that onto tea-dyed paper and stitched it. This is from a botanical book, not the Edith Holden books though. All the papers are tea-dyed, so it's a little piece of notebook paper. This is a page from a wine book showing you how to make different types of wine, and there's a nice illustration on the other side. I've done a little bit of stamping with this lovely frame stamp. So that's just a picture from Tsunami Rose, and that's been backed onto cartridge paper and inked. I've used quite a lot of Tsunami Rose's digitals in here, and this is one of them. I bought a couple of her die cut ephemera packs, so I'll point them out as we go through the book. So it's just a little brown paper bag, some graph paper, got some really good patterned pieces on there. This is a die cut from Tsunami Rose. A little sewn pocket there with a tag. That's an index card that I've tea-dyed. It's another die cut from Tsunami Rose. This is a freebie from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and some of the tags I just backed onto some pieces of scrapbook paper that I had. Other side of the paper bag. This is another die cut from Tsunami Rose. This is the other side of the wine book page, and these are instructions for currant wine. I made a little pocket here, and this is from a flower botanical book, which I've backed onto tea-dyed index card, and that's all been stitched. Here I did another stitched pocket layered up some sari ribbon, piece of lace, little bow, sorry, not a bow, a rose, and some lace. And that's another image. I'm not sure where that comes from. That could be, a lot of my digital freebies are usually from the old design shop or Graphics Fairy. Just put some little thin piece of delicate lace there in between the signatures. So this is the second signature. This is a postcard from Nick the Booksmith. Again, I've backed that onto cartridge paper, sewn around it and inked it. And I've done a sewn muslin ruffle there. Bit of nice transfer. This is where I've laid other pieces of paper onto the top of that, so you get this nice line. This will be listed in my Etsy shop. Let's have a little pocket there. It's a little tag made from some cartridge paper. That's another Tsunami Rose tag with some scrapbook paper. Another little sari tab. Here, this is from the botanical book again, and I just cut it out into a shape, stitched around it. That just makes a nice little journaling card. Some of the pizza pan transfer there. This is a little pocket with another tag. This is again, I think, from Tsunami Rose, and that's been printed onto photo paper. I've backed that with the lines. This is some old ledger paper that I've tea dyed. Another little fabric pocket here, and just a couple of little die cuts in there. Another page from that botanical book. I hope the lighting is okay. It looks a bit dark on my phone. Another small pocket here with a little tag. Another sewn pocket with lace. And another journal card, and that's been backed onto scrapbook paper. The third signature. Another Nick the Booksmith postcard. It's been stitched again, and that's a muslin ruffle. These are some more die cuts from Tsunami Rose's ephemera pack, and I just layered them on top of each other. This is from a sewing book that I've got. This is a piece of white sketch paper. In the bag here, I just made a little booklet with some little pieces of tea dyed paper that I've just sewn along the top, just for extra journaling. Another one that I've done, that's another collage from Tsunami Rose, and I've just stitched that across the middle. I've actually seen Daisy doing that with some of her die cuts, so I really like that. And there's a bit of ink spray there. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. That's from Nick the Booksmith again. A couple of more little tags there. Another die cut from Tsunami Rose. Paper bag. And that's a flip out. Another pocket, and I've just sewn a little piece of fabric onto the bottom there. That's a couple more. That's from Nick the Booksmith, and that's from Tsunami Rose. They've all been backed onto tea dyed paper. And then here I just did a couple of little corner pockets that I've cut the edges with my decorative scissors. And these are some little postcards that I've been making, and they're just stamped onto tea dyed cardstock and I've put a postage stamp on there. That just slots in there, and then you can add some extra things there. Also, I've used muslin on the back of on the spine, on the inside spine, just to add some strength to the book really. And then this will also come with a wallpaper envelope, which I'm going to sew that all up, but I've just left it open at the moment. And I think I got this from the old design shop. It's from a magazine. I would imagine it's a magazine that was called The Designer, and it's about millinery, and it was printed in November 1899. So that's just an extra, something interesting to read anyway, and some extra journaling. And this book will also come with some extras in the envelope, just some of the little die cuts from Tsunami Rose. So I think that's it for now, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.